By the end of this video, you'll know what this contraption is, what to do with it, and whether one deserves a place in your kitchen. Let's get slicing. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook. And yes, today we are talking about mandolins. What is a mandolin? Well, it's one of these things and it has nothing to do with playing music, unless you like the sweet, sweet sound of cutting up food. And I do. Think of a mandolin as a type of knife, but instead of a regular knife where you use the blade and you move it, a mandolin has a fixed blade and you actually move the food over that blade to create slices. For the most part, we use mandolins for vegetables, fruits, and sometimes cheese. Now, mandolins are also called food slicers and they come in various shapes and sizes. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, some even have different types of blades for making different types of cuts. But the concept is the same. The blade is in the middle and you take your food and you move it over that blade to create slices. Now, why would you want to use a mandolin? Two words: thinness and consistency. When you use a mandolin, you get consistent slices every time, and you also get to vary the degree of the thinness. You can make slightly thicker slices by raising the blade up on a lot of these types, or you can make them even thinner. Regardless of what you choose, the result is going to be thin, consistent slices every time. Now, as I mentioned, a mandolin works best on crisp and firm vegetables and fruits. And one of the best examples is making homemade potato chips. Now, if you've ever taken a potato and you tried to make consistent slices with a knife, you know that that can be kind of hard. But with a mandolin, you can do it in minutes. Let me show you how. Now, no matter what kind of mandolin you're using or what you're cutting with it, the first thing you want to do is make sure that it is firm. You want this to be level and you want it to be firm. If your mandolin is not firm, then it risks moving around and, there's a very sharp blade here. I don't want you to get cut. And if you need to, you can even set it on a towel or a non-slip mat. So I've got a plate here that I'm going to put under the blade, and here is my potato, which I've already cut in half for easier slicing. So here's safety tip number 2. Do not use your bare hands to hold the food that you are slicing. When I'm watching a cooking show on television and I see the chef doing this with their hand on the mandolin, I just cringe because I can just foresee blood and fingers getting cut off. Don't do that. Your mandolin should come with some sort of guard like this that you firmly put into the food you are cutting. I get it. These things are kind of clunky and they don't always work. If that's the case, grab a towel, grab a kitchen safe glove, or even grab just a pot holder, but make sure there is something between your hand and what you are cutting. So let's begin. I've got my potato. I'm going to put it into the gripper here. I'm going to set my blade to a pretty thin slice here because I want kind of thin and crispy potato chips for this. And now we are just going to take this and move it over. Okay, let's take a look at our slices and see these are just beautiful, consistent slices that are going to make great potato chips. Here's a closer look. Isn't that beautiful? I just cannot wait to fry this up and have homemade potato chips. For our next example, let's take an apple. Again, these are great for cutting up apples, and if you make apple pie and you want nice thin slices that are consistent for apple pie, a mandolin can be a great use. So I've got my apple firmly set in the gripper, and again, we're just going to slide it over quickly and firmly, just like this. And you see how much easier this is than trying to take a blade of a knife and making perfect cuts. I don't even have to look at this. And voila, I now have an apple frisbee. Now, as I mentioned, some mandolins have different settings. This one also has one that you can make French fries. So let me show you how to do that. In this, I just move this little knob up and it creates these vertical blades. So again, I'm gonna take a potato, I'm gonna put it securely in the gripper, and we are hopefully going to be making some French fries. I actually haven't tried this, so let's give it a shot. This takes a little more effort, but hey, we've got the foundation for French fries. So that's how to use a mandolin. And again, these are really great for things like cucumbers as well, or even a block of cheese that you want to slice up. But should you buy one? Here in America, they run from about $15 to $50, depending on the kind you want. If you get a little handheld one, those can be even cheaper. Now, whether one belongs in your kitchen, well, that really depends on if you're going to use it. If you want to make your own homemade potato chips or French fries, or you're a fan of those cucumber salads with really thin slices, then yeah, this could be a really great addition to your kitchen. You might also want to check though, if you have a food processor with different types of blades, it might be able to do some of the work that one of these would, and you may not need it. But you know, they really don't cost that much. And if you can justify using it, or maybe make yourself justify using it by eating more fruits, eating more vegetables by using this, then yeah, this could be a really worthy addition to your kitchen. So hopefully you know how to use one. And again, if you do pick one up, remember to always use that guard and be safe with it, because it is a really sharp blade. Hey, my name is Chef Matt. This is I Want to Cook. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new, welcome. Welcome to my kitchen. I am so glad that you are here. Until next time, I hope that you want to cook.